Hey folks, it's Steve here from the Board Game Barbecue with another unboxing. Today we're looking at Tabannusi, the new tea game from Daniele Tascini and David Spader. Let's get this open. I've been really looking forward to this one. I still haven't played Taiwan Tsuyu yet, so I have missed one in the order. But this one looks really good. It's a different looking game, so... Now we've got it all open, we can have a look. As you can see, Daniele Tascini, David Spader. It's 120 minutes play time, 14 plus as you'd expect, and it's from Board and Dice, as are all the ones these days, all the tea games from now on. So here we have the dice that are not actually rolled except for when resetting the board. You actually place them out in colours in particular spots that match those colours, and you're taking the die value that will choose your next player action, and then it just becomes a resource to spend on other actions within the game. So again, a different way to use dice, as is pretty common with the tea games these days. There's no standard roll dice for any action. These are the buildings, so you'll be putting these out on the board and putting your colour marker on top of them to show that they're yours. And here we have the main workers as well as the smaller ones, which I'm not showing at the moment, which are the ones that move to the space of the die value that you roll. Those are the building markers, and here are all of the other markers that are required for the game. We move on to the cards. So in here you'll find the decree cards and the urban cards that are used throughout the game. And I believe you've also got the solo cards as well there as well. Let's have a bit of a closer look here. So very clear iconography, which you've come to expect from Board and Dice. And then we've got the, again at the end there, there's some really easy to recognize icons, as well as on the back, very easy to identify. So the rulebook, lots of pictures in this rulebook, which makes me very happy, because these games always come with a lot of rules overhead. But as you can see, it does a good job of spacing everything out with pictures and diagrams. As you can see, though, there is a lot of content to get through. And let's move on to the punch boards. There's a few of these. The ones you can see at the top there, they're our player boards. You'll be putting the buildings of your colour on top of them. And as you remove them, you get the benefits from underneath. These are the ship tiles there and the gold tokens. Ship tiles get randomly assorted in one of the spaces on the board throughout the game. And that's just going to bring it back in focus. Apologies for that. And then we have over here, we have our ziggurat tiles, and we have a couple of other things. We have the property cost tiles and action tiles as well. And these are the blueprints that go on. You choose a particular colour. I'm going a bit too fast here. The water and the garden tiles, which will be used later. And here we go to the board. So double-sided board, depending on player count. So it's 1 or 2 players, and then 3 to 4 players, depending on which side you want to set up. As you can see, you've got this beautiful like river system running through the game. So which makes sense for the barges. The barges are all different colours. There's 5 of them, and they're all linked to a particular number, as you can see here. And you get 2 actions in each space where you'll be taking actions in that particular round. In sections 1, 2, and 3, you're going to be building buildings in these areas here. In section 4, you're going to be working with the ship tiles. And in section 5, you're going to be focusing on what you can't see above the board there, which is a place to take actions as well. And what would a tea game be without some tracks that you can move up with, which is always exciting. So that's basically the setup here. This is how you put buildings out. This will be a building, and then you'll just put your colour marker on top of it to show that it's your building. So the buildings themselves aren't tied to player colours, but the little markers on top are. And when you cover something, you get it as per usual. When you build around it, you must then build adjacent if you're building the same colour. And you've got benefits as well. And just a little bit of a demonstration of how the dice get set up. So the dice will go in the same colour barge as the dice themselves. And you can see there that there's only 5 areas. So if you're wondering what the 6s are for, they can be any dice. But that's how you set up the game. Here's a quick little time lapse of the game being fully set up, ready to play. This has been Steve from the Board Game Barbecue. Hope you enjoyed this video, and check out the YouTube channel for more content. Cheers.